was eliminated by Adrian Lewis this afternoon. But they've got to pick their favourites now. And in the top half of the draw, with two Germans in it, two Germans in the quarterfinals for the very first time in European Tour history. They are craving. I've been speaking to German people during the break. They are absolutely desperate to get one of their players in the final tonight. And with them both in the same half, that gives them a better chance.
Yeah, and it hasn't happened in Germany, which is the bulk of the European Tour. And I think you might be about to answer the question before I've asked it you, but is that part of the reason why?
Yes, it is. And we'll talk about that in a second. But first, Shindy's going for a very strong start in this quarter-final. This is as far as he's got in European Tour action before. And it's a really strong start from a player who is getting stronger as the seasons go on. But yes.
The little spell of perfection ends with that wrong treble.
Well, their metrics for this tournament aren't that different. I know that Andrew has played one extra game because Martin was bumped up to the seeds. And funnily enough, all three players who were bumped up into the seeds because of withdrawals have made it to the quarterfinals.
Yeah, so half the field in the quarterfinals weren't seeded before the tournament, but in the end, Andrew Gilding is the only non-seed in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, exactly. This will be a heartbreaker. Now Schindler's got to be really accurate at the end of legs. Gilding, the darting bad guy, in a Bond sense, will pounce if 32's not found.
38.
I sense trouble.
You require 64.
Now, does he want treble 8 here?
Yeah, I would have thought so. Maybe he doesn't mind which one he hits. He wasn't going for the treble 8. He backs himself on double 16 just as much as he does on double top. And it's all going very well for Gilding, who is gliding into the semi-finals. And it looks like another quarter-final defeat for Martin Schindler on the Euro Tour this year. It would be his third.
You hasten to say that the exit door is not far away for the German number 2.
And there's a little bit of a look of resignation now apparent on the face of the German ace.
Two words that dart players hate. Not again.
Yeah, not him again, and not at this stage again. But that's what's happening to Martin Schindler, and Andrew Gilding is in the hunt for that first PDC title. 96 points away from the semi-finals.
He's also banked his spot in the Euros pretty much. But he hasn't banked his route to the semi-finals yet. He's on £16,500 currently in that European Order of Merit. A win here would take him to 18, and he would be going up the ladder instead of looking down, and he's not in Gibraltar.
Not in the last Euro Tour event.
No score.
But doesn't look like this will be his last match on the Euro Tour this year.
If you're going to win titles, you can't continue to have legs where you find yourself on double one. That's just a fact.
And you require
yeah, in the end, quite fortunate, he ended up missing inside there, because double 4 will feel easier. And he'll try and bounce it in off that golden barrel. And Andrew Gilding seals a spot in the semi-finals at the Belgian Darts Open at the expense of Martin Schindler, who is denied in the quarter-finals for the third time this year. It was sure that same card this afternoon had a Rockstar shirt attached to that head. A threat, but not enough of one.
Johnny Clayton on a 1-2-1. 11 segments. Double 14.
93. Really requires 64.
This is an opportunity, a chance to break, and he's got 2 darts at tops to do so. Only needs 1. Advantage to the German Giants.
How many legs has he won? 14. More than a third of his legs he's winning with ton plus checkouts. Makes him very, very dangerous.
Well, this is a monstrous one.
170.
But look what Clayton's left.
Don't let him have a go at it, Gabriel. You mustn't let him have a go at it. Oh, dear me.
124.
Okay, so this afternoon, Johnny Clayton
41.
trailed 2-0 and then took out 1-4-1 to win leg 3. Took out again to win the match. Might as well complete the hat-trick.
That is obscene. No reaction.
Still think Dirk's going to win the tournament, don't you?
He's playing so well, I don't see any other outcome.
Well, there's a little opening here for Gabriel Clemens after that visit from Clayton. Yes, we know he's more than capable of converting such a sizable finish. But even staying straight would have given Clemens a better chance, and that treble gives him an even better one.
Oh dear. What chance have you got? None at all, Gabriel! Because the Ferret has produced another massive combo.
Maybe the bullseye was the shot there, you know. 25 would have left the 2-dart ton. 2 darts in there would have given Clemens a dart. A double 16.
Clayton can only get 1 dart here, though. Will he get that dart? No, he will not. Gabriel Clemens, a semi-final on the Euro Tour, is right there for the taking. A first ever win against Johnny Clayton is right there for the taking. But can you take it?
No is the answer, at least for now.
Johnny, you require 50.
For parity, to force a last leg decider. Well, Clemens has the darts,
Final leg, it's Gabriel to throw
but
first.
Johnny Clayton has the hearts of the crowd.
Game on.
Not won a PDC title at all. They would meet in the semis if Clemens can get rid of that 161. And he's going to have 2 visits minimum to do it.
3 darts missed for the match in that previous leg, and that is a slip again, and he hasn't corrected it. And he may only get 1 dart, he might not even get that. And here's Johnny.
He has 5 ton plus checkouts over the course of the tournament, Gabriel Clemens. This is the most important if he can get it, and he's nowhere near, and the chance is slipping away. He's relying on Johnny Clayton missing, and Johnny Clayton has barely missed a double all day. He's only missed 3 darts at double this entire day, and he gets 2 for the match now. And he pins it, last dart in hand. Johnny Clayton, another astonishing act of escapology from the Ferret. And he denies Gabriel Clemens. 9 times in a row he has beaten the German #1. And Johnny Clayton is through to the semi-finals to face Andrew Gilding. Every single match that this man has played this weekend has been absorbing. And we're going to get at least 1 more from the Ferret as the Grand Prix champion takes on Goldfinger.
Mid-80s. Chisnell meandering around that 90 level, so they're both down on their last 16 level. But even with all of their experience, Dan, they still admit, all of these players, that this is the toughest game of the week, because getting yourself back up for another session after the afternoon is difficult.
It isn't easy. I mean, look, you've been in these positions, Paul. Oh, lovely. Back to back from Jose de Souza. Is it actually the big gap to deal with? Is that harder than, say, playing quarter, semi-final? Particularly semi-final, they're in often quite quick order, but even quarter to semi, you're still in the same session, you've still got that sort of adrenaline?
Oh, yeah. Double 12. We'll come back to that point. He's just making sure.
59.
Chisnell's got a look.
Dave, you require 170.
He's already hit a 170 this weekend.
He has. Hit it against Jelle Klassen yesterday. And it was a belter. Chance missed.
56. Jose, you require
Chisnell is giving De Sousa chances now. It's just a question of whether he's going to find them.
Dear me. Jose. He has missed a dozen darts at double in this game already.
It was all smiles at the start. The frown has been turned upside down. There is the frown back again. And look at the frustration. Giving that chance to Chisnell. That's in. He's very thankful. Taken out of his rhythm because he didn't want to throw when he wasn't sure. To be sure, Dave.
17.
Not to be sure.
Jose, you require 160.
Now this would be very welcomed, wouldn't it?
It would. Can't find the trebles he needs.
60. Dave, you require
Well, we saw him reach the semi-finals, Jose De Sousa, in Jena last time out on the European Tour, and it was a flat display against Dimitri van den Berg there.
Games from the sixth
And it's a
leg.
pretty flat one here. There have been little flashes, and you think, oh, he's bursting into life now, but then as soon as you think he's building up any kind of confidence or momentum or whatever you want to call it, he misses two handfuls of darts at double, and then he's right back where he started. We're going to get a new name on the Roll of Honour for this year on the European Tour. We might get
85.
a brand new Euro Tour winner or a Euro Tour winner picking up a first title for years.
Now that would be a story.
Well, for Dave Chisnell, it'd be 3 years.
100.
For Adrian Lewis, it would be 10 years since he won on the European
And
Tour.
he's got to make the final tonight to have a realistic chance of making the Euros.
135.
It would be brilliant for Adrian's
Dave, you
year
require
if he was to win this
110.
tournament. Actually, brilliant for his career.
Might be brilliant for darts. But Dave Chisnell decides that double 18 is the one to win it on. Chizzy, shrug of the shoulders, not his brilliant best. Jose De Sousa, 15 missed darts at double. Really cost him. But once again, Chizzy is in the mix, in the hunt for a title.
Theory as well. And I don't know whether this is just me being the old-fashioned type of noughties and early tens dart player that I am. But
100.
I'm a big believer in sticking with the stuff that you were at your best with. And when it comes to Adrian, these flights are sharper on the edges. They're slightly smaller than some that he's used over the last 3 or 4 seasons. And these are the ones where he gets his best performances. So why on earth would he change?
62.
Treble 19 for double 19.
$57.
Almost made the necessary adjustment.
Well, there is a thing about leaving 60 with 2 darts that we've talked about all day long. Well, here is where it gets a bit sticky for Danny because he's got 2 flights in the way.
Well, that is a very strange start to that visit, I have to say. Double top.
60.
You wouldn't think that the second dart would be the one closer to the treble.
Yeah,
You require 38.
that was a bad first dart because I assure you he was going for the 60.
Games from the first leg.
And Adrian gets a good start.
Second leg, Danny.
And I don't know why. We're in the last
Game
quarter. One thing that's got to change is the first 9 for Adrian Lewis. It's currently at 81.5.
58.
I think maybe this is, I hate to use this phrasing, but the experience of Noppert this season in negotiating this stage of the tournament compared to someone who hasn't been here for a while. Now, with all the experience that Adrian has, even when you've not been at this stage for a while, it will feel a bit different.
126.
Well, yeah, you were saying 4 years since he's really been in the deep, deep end of a tournament like this. Yeah, Pro Tours, you're there, but it's a shorter window of time, isn't it?
Yeah. Sometimes you come off a Pro Tour game or a Players' Championship game and you're told 5 minutes.
Oh, look at this. Look at that from Danny Noppert. Back-to-back 12 darters. That one completed on double 12 for a stunning 1-2-6 checkout.
Is your man.
Well, it's a potential for a third. 12 dart leg on the spin here. It would require a second successive three-figure out shot. A second one that requires 2 trebles and a double. And arguably it was easier than the one he just took out the way he took it out.
Are we getting to the point of this match where Adrian needs to hit a big out the way that Clayton did?
Might hit one. Wants the ball to do so. Hits the jackpots.
Ring a ding ding. Much needed. How good was that?
Nicely respected by Noppert as well, but Adrian Lewis was on the ropes there, and boy did he come back fighting. Johnny Clayton or Adrian Lewis.
What do you think the final's going to be?
Well,
91.
I don't think this match is settled yet. Certainly not now, as Lewis applies pressure.
169.
Sensational.
Can you require
We've had
136?
2 big finishes in this match, a 1-2-6 and a 1-6-4. A 1-3-6 would be even better in this spot. Wow! What a shot! And listen to this crowd! Considering what Adrian had just done by hitting a 1-6-5 to lead double 12, that will hurt.
If that Noppert still not over the line, we'll have the darts to win the match in the next leg, but Lewis has responded well to that massive uppercut that he would have felt. How's he feeling now? Oh, now he's hoping, because the 1-6-4 that he took out to, at that point, take control of the match is what could end the match for Adrian Lewis.
Old school 1-6-4. Wrong treble.
92.
First bullet dodged by Jackpot. Destiny in his own hands. Must find this.
16.
And hands another chance to his 9th seed opponent.
Any more rolls of the dice for Jackpot Adrian Lewis? Or will Danny Noppert get a double 6? He does, to complete victory and book his place in the semi-finals of the Belgian Darts Open. It is the end of the road for Adrian Lewis in his campaign to reach the European Championship. Danny Noppert still on course to win his first European Tour title. If he is to do so, he'll have to beat Dave Chisnell in the semi-finals, and then the winner
Wins away from a first ever PDC title. The goalposts have shifted significantly for him.
Yes, his 9th semi-final in the PDC. His first was against Raymond van Barneveld back in 2013. Lost that, but beat James Wade in his second. The most famous one, however, remains that UK Open incredible match against Michael van Gerwen when he lost with an average of 108.
Yeah, and that wasn't a one-off from Golding. He was averaging over a ton, and sometimes 105, 106, pretty much all the way through the tournament. The Ferret wants the ball. The Ferret gets the ball. Chalk up another big finish.
Johnny to throw first.
Well, that's 6 now for the tournament.
Came back to Q School and said on the day he got his card, I remember what I did at the UK Open. I remember some of the stuff I've done. I don't see any reason why I can't do it again. And he's been good to his word. In fact, he's doing it more regularly this year.
122.
Man's in his 50s.
Clayton looking at the ball for another.
97. And you require 117.
Well, it's early, but Andrew Gilding would be well advised to clean this up. Treble 19 is the next port of call. And now back, up top, and in tops. And it's a break back by Andrew Gilding.
He has been absolutely mustard on tops over the course of this tournament.
And that's actually his first 3-figure outshot of the event.
Yeah, incredible, isn't it?
5 of his 15 180s.
Johnny Clayton seems to be, it's like he's playing a training game here. He's having a go at different finishes between 120 and 130. He's taken out one of them. He's missed the bullseye for a couple more. He's going to get darts for this one. It's double 6 this time. And there we go.
Johnny Clayton. 6 leg is Andrew to throw first.
Start flicking through the record books, because that is now 7 3-figure combo finishes for Johnny Clayton in this tournament.
He has not had things all his own way, and Andrew Gilding seems intent on making it a very, very tough test for the Ferret.
Be nice just to see Johnny Clayton walk up to the board at some point in this tournament, just needing a double. Even the first leg he took at 80, didn't he? Well, can he impersonate Johnny Clayton with another 3-figure out of his own? Yes, he can. He's joining the party now.
7 legs, Johnny to throw first.
Before as well, got through the qualifier. Lovely setup shot from Johnny Clayton, who's been hitting these kind of things when he's needed to. Gilding can't do the same, and Clayton can claim control again. And I said it, didn't I, a couple of minutes ago? It'd be nice to see him, and he just needs a double. Is it as easy? Is it? Is it? Evidently not.
And you require 79.
Head in hands for the fans. Johnny Clayton looks down at the carpet. He's waiting to hear the call. And the call comes, it's 5-3, Andrew Gilding. May come down for the 19s.
If he doesn't take out the 107, Gilding gets a go at the 170.
He will get a chance. Double 16. It is missed. And Andrew Gilding is 3 darts away from a Euro Tour final. Golden. Absolutely golden.
140 bar. Johnny requires 36.
Not quite sure that I would have had the words. But we'll need a few more because the match continues.
And you require 161.
Well, is it a big finish that ends it?
He's already missed the bullseye for a 170. Does not get a go for the 161.
We said the 136 and Danny Noppert couldn't be topped in the last game, didn't we?
We did. But this should have been at least 121. And it can't be topped. Can Gilding be stopped? Gilding himself had a couple of 6-5, didn't face a match start, still hasn't in this tournament.
May not here. because he gets 2 match darts. And Andrew Gilding is in a European Tour final.
What a prospect and what a story that will be written in the next hour. Yes, there's only an hour to go in Belgium. This has been one heck of a tournament. These fans have made it as good as it has been, but the story isn't told yet. The best part's to come.
180.
There's the story of the tournament for these guys. Chisnell with the 170 against Klassen earlier this weekend.
96.
3 ton plus outs each. Pretty close in the maximums. Checkered percentage better for Noppert. That is going to have to be good because it looks like Dave has found the scoring boots.
Dave Chisnell is the last man to hit a 9-darter on the European Tour. Chizzy produced it 3 years ago in Gibraltar.
100.
He is an absolute monster of 9-darters. Is it monstrous again? It may just be! 9-darter Dave Chisnell to kick off the semi-finals! Belgium, you have witnessed something special in the very first leg of this one. Chizzy produces perfection once again on the Euro Tour. The drought is over in terms of 9-darters. Is it a sign that the title drought will come to an end for Chizzy as well?
He was in a final on the European Tour. I do believe I'm right here. It was Gibraltar in 2019 when he got the 9-darter, but he lost to Ratajski in the final.
He did. Christoph Ratajski was superb that weekend in Gibraltar. In fact, he was superb on the Euro Tour for a number of years. But one of the guys who looks like he's going to miss out on the European Championship.
Yeah, it's not looking good.
But let's forget about that. We have got a barnstormer of a semi-final here.
Tell you what, it is hot out there. I was watching the previous semi-final quite close to the stage, and it is very, very hot. But maybe not as hot as Dave Chisnell. Whoa! He can do anything!
Dave Chisnell. The leg, Danny
Chizzy.
Game on.
136. I mean, it's just nothing, is it? 141, 136. Dave Chisnell.
And uttered these words to myself: I'm not that good. Because when I played Dave once on the floor, I just thought, I'm not that good. Johnny Clayton's done it to me.
124.
Taylor, Anderson and Van Gerwen. Just stand behind and you say, I'm not that good. Right now, Danny can't compete. Bull. And he's needing things like a 142 just to stay in the match.
142.
Oh, is it another moment of sorcery? Double top for a 142. And these moments just keep on coming in Belgium.
This is like finishing school, isn't it? This impressive.
And all after the opening day where we saw more missed doubles than we've ever seen in a day on the European Tour. Does he go for it? Oh, of course he went for it, Dave Chisnell. And now he regrets his decision, but why wouldn't you when you're hitting all these big finishes?
When you're in the mood, roll with it.
He's only missed 2 darts at double in this match so far, both of them at the bullseye at the end of a 130 and a 161.
Dave, you require 25.
So as long as he hits the single 9 with no problem, the double 8 shouldn't be any issue for him.
But the way this weekend's gone,
9.
Don't rule out this 146.
I mean, this would be ridiculous. Not going to happen. Dave Chisnell breathes a sigh of relief. But there have been a few games over the last few weeks that Dave Chisnell should have won,
94.
missed darts to win them, and
Dave,
ended up losing.
16.
He will be very aware of that. Just re-establish the 2-leg gap, go 1 away from the final, try and make it stress-free, Dave. But there's all kinds of stress. And Danny Noppert might be about to become favourite for this match.
Double top. Biggest start of the match. And it misses. I feel that Chisnall's got to be aggressive on this double two. He does not want to block it low. If he wants to use darts 2 and 3, he'd rather it was a double 1. Plan A turns into plan B. Plan B works perfectly, and the first show of real aggression in this semi-final. And I sense what you just talked about, Dan, with those near misses recently. That aggression was just trying to get rid of that leg and seeing. Well, does that invite Dave back into this leg? He would love a 6th maximum.
Second treble certainly makes things interesting, and all of a sudden Danny Noppert is feeling a little bit of pressure.
90.
Stay straight. And again, double 5.
85.
Chance for Chisnall.
Dave, you require 112.
We have had 60 ton-plus checkouts in the tournament this weekend. If we get 61, Chizzy's in the final. Double top to reach the final. He started it with a perfect leg. He ends it with yet another big checkout. Danny Noppert battled and battled, but Chizzy would not be denied.
Feel very similar to Denmark 2019 when he last won a title, because on that occasion he was up against Chris Dobie, who was in his first big stage final.
Both players take out 60 to win their first legs on throw without missing a dart at double, but it took Gilding 2 darts and Chisnall 3, and then Andrew Gilding threw 3 darts in the 60 for his 17th maximum of the tournament.
I feared. Hold on a minute. No.
Did you fear that might be the last 9 darter we'd see for 3 years on the Euro Tour?
Come on.
Was that your phobia? We might see 2 in 2 matches. 1 for Dave Chisnall, 1 against him.
And you require 141.
Can you say gold? Oh, 7 perfect darts. Look at Chisnall.
He has had 2 9-darters hit against him this year, Dave Chisnall. Josh Rock and Nathan Rafferty have produced perfection against Chizzy.
You're trying to tell me that Chizzy is a 9-dart magnet?
97.
Yeah, he's hit 12 and had 5 against him in his career.
That's an incredible amount. No pressure on this double 8.
16.
But they might be in a second.
He will be back. He will be under pressure.
132. And you require 16.
Doesn't want to repeat what happened in visit 4. That's a dream guide. Hold on a minute. Oh, it's too much. Chisnall, what a bonus.
40.
Now, Dave was thinking, I'm going to lose this leg in 9 darts. Chizzy could win it in 13. Just goes to show you have to stick around and take your chance. And Dave doesn't. Look at the disgust.
Yeah, we weren't sure about who they would adopt for this final, because Johnny Clayton was the chosen one by the Belgian crowd, who have been brilliant, by the way, throughout the course of the weekend, as has he. And after the little stutter, he stumbles back in front.
John McAvoy Golden Dart Classic in Killarney. Every October, used to be in a ranked event in the PDC. One of the best trophies in world darts.
A good prize. And that's a very good visit from Dave Chisnall. His first of the final.
Do you sense that we're going all the way here? It's just been one of those weekends. Sit down, get comfortable. You're going to be here a while.
Well, Dave Chisnell hasn't been all the way in any of his matches. Double top is the choice. And it's another ton plus checkout for Dave Chisnell, his second 112 finish. And his 7th three-figure outshot of the event.
One thing I will say.
Grabbed a gap for Dave Chisnell. And the man with the mustard trim on his shirt has been mustard on this double.
Maybe require.
For the first time in this contest, we might have a Dave Chisnell winning leg that isn't a 15 darter.
And a 15 darter would have been enough to win every leg in this game so far.
Yes, on stick leg, Dave
Chisnell does open up a little bit of daylight between himself and Andrew Gilding.
I got absolutely walloped, and I wasn't up there very long. But the other one, it was to-ing and fro-ing the whole time. It was only best of 11, but it went one leg to them, one leg the other way. But that
70.
could have been 5 legs to 3 for Chisnell. This is an enormous 100 checkout for
Well, it was
Andrew.
a sloppy setup from Chisnell that left him with only 1 dart there. That was a great setup from Andrew Gilding because he used the 25 to give himself this chance. Was hoping for 2 at tops, ended up needing 2 tops and couldn't manage it.
If you can get the opportunity for a cushion, it just makes you feel a little bit better under pressure. You feel like you can be the aggressor. You're not constantly looking over your shoulder. That's not ideal, but you know what he does when he steps to the left.
It's on the 8 leg, Dave.
Manages to use
Right leg is Andrew to throw first.
darts that seem like blockers as guides, doesn't he? He opens up different angles, Dave Chisnell.
Small battles. And at this stage, it seems to be adding up to a Dave Chisnell win. How can he get past this one? Oh no. This has got to be through the posts or top bins. What do you do, Dave? Left side over the first flight is the best bet. And if you under-deliver it, it might still squeeze through them. This could be dart of the weekend. Oh, really?
Score.
I don't think it was in, but there was a lot of tungsten in the way.
Got the brush off the barrel, didn't he? It could have been the kiss of death for Mr. Goldfinger. But instead, it presents him with an opportunity.
Uh-oh.
Shaky stuff.
Shaking all over.
But he saved it.
On the 9 leg, Andrew.
Some of those fans are small battles. And at this stage, it seems to be adding up to a Dave Chisnell win. How can he get past this one? Oh no. This has got to be through the posts or top bins. What do you do, Dave? Left side over the first flight is the best bet. And if you under-deliver it, it might still squeeze through them. This could be dart of the weekend. Oh, really?
Score.
I don't think it was in, but there was a lot of tungsten in the way.
Got the brush off the barrel, didn't he? It could have been the kiss of death for Mr. Goldfinger. But instead, it presents him with an opportunity.
Uh-oh.
Shaky stuff.
Shaking all over.
But he saved it.
On the 9 leg, Andrew.
Some of those fans are together. That's why he's going south. He wants 7 19s. He could get 9 and still leave double 1. There's no chance of a bust shot here.
He just said 2 there, didn't he? Oh. But he has done that.
Look on the bright side, Dave. You haven't bust it. You thought you did, didn't you? You don't often see a dart player do that as well, walking across a player's line. He is so lost after that shot, he actually broke etiquette.
Yeah, unintentional, both the shot and the breaking of etiquette. That was certainly intentional, and it heaps the pressure on the worst double on the board to be going for.
Well, that was about as much emotion as you get from Andrew Gilding when he hits a 180. There was a smile and a thumb up.
How can you not love this game?
Unbelievable.
Andrew Gilding casually leaning on the table as he hopes that Chisnell does not pin the double he didn't intend to leave, but he does. Double one moves Dave Chisnell within one of the win.
So leg, it's Dave to throw first.
This lightly because he was a man who had won titles before, and big ones as well, but it has shades of Robert Thornton.
Yeah. 77 scored. Leaves 1-3-1.
96.
That'll do. He will get his first look. And 112 has been his number so far this weekend because he's hit it twice. And if my memory serves me right,
77.
Dave Chisnell hit this to win the semi-final.
Well, Gilding has left that tops as well. It's perfectly poised for both players. And the first step on the 1,000-mile journey could be about to be taken by Gilding.
Do you just get the feeling that Dave was hoping to get a shot for the match there?
Yeah, well, come back to that, because there was another option.
There was another option. With a block. He's leading that one over Gilding by 3 shots.
Just back on that, by the way, Chisnell, if he wins it, will move up a couple of places
21.
to 14th in the order of merit. He's been interchangeably in those places between about 5 and 16 for many years, hasn't he? But he'll go ahead of Nathan Aspinall and Dimitri van den Berg.
78. And you 130.
Oh, Dave's left a bogey number, but he couldn't have left a finish anyway after the first 2 darts of the visit. Gilding's looking for a 136. Would be his 3rd ton plus checkout of the week. And there it is. How many times have we seen that one? I can recall at least 2 more.
14 leg, it's Dave to throw first.
Yeah, but he was really
to end the title drought.
It would be the 3rd 112 checkout for the man who's looking for his first title in 3 years.
72.
What he wanted, he has got. What I mean is that breathing space to get over the line. Gilding should now be on a finish, but isn't.
81.
Wow. He was better placed before that dart.
Well, plenty of breathing space now for Dave Chisnell. It has been a 3-year wait to win a title. Oh, drama right to the death. But Chizzy is the champion. Dave Chisnell is the best in Belgium. He picks up his first title in 3 years, denying Andrew Gilding his first ever. It's been a thrilling tournament. Chizzy is a worthy champion. Last word to you, Paul Nicholson, on what has been a brilliant ball in Belgium.
Thoroughly enjoyable from start to finish. And when you look at Dave Chisnell, you understand how much this means.
For your appreciation to our runner-up, who reached his very first European Tour final here in Wieze, as he picks up £10,000 of prize money, and that is Goldfinger Andrew Gilding. And ladies and gentlemen, our champion, who wins his 3rd European Tour title, £25,000 of prize money, as we crown him the 2022 Belgian Darts Open champion. It's Chizzy!